Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm back. When we're together, say I'm alright and you're alright. It's like paradise. I just want you to know how I feel. Oh, I love you. I love you, honey. I love you too. Yes, come on now. Burning desire. My soul's on fire. You're my one desire. Forevermore. I love that I need sugar. Listen, you know, when you be listening to old music right before you come on live, girl, listen, it started with LTD. It started off with Jeffrey Osborne, girl. Y'all, that song be on my spirit. So I just keep listening to it, y'all. And then I created a whole little playlist from Love Ballad. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay, I'm the girl when her Jeep not broke, riding around in a Jeep with a mean mug, listening to old school R&B. Okay, listen. Yeah, y'all. Today has been a day. I have to replace the battery in my Jeep. And I didn't find that out until I went today to get the stitches removed from a cyst I had under my titty, child. Look, my tetas were stressing me out. Odios míos. And so I had to go and get it removed from under my tetas. And then, you know, my car wasn't working. It's like every time I was trying to go to the hospital, girl, something happened. The first time I was trying to go to the hospital, it was a snowstorm. Couldn't get there. Get here if you can. I couldn't. Okay. And today I finally, you know, I jump in the Jeep, child. I'm leaving on time. Jeep went. We ain't working, bitch. This call ain't turning on. You better call a Uber, bitch. We ain't got time for this. Listen, it was terrible. But that's all right. I called them people. I called them people. Okay, down to the Bergeron. And they told me that it was only going to be like, you know, like 5 to get the new bag. I was like, oh girl, all right, I got it. Oh girl, listen, because when you look online, they tell you that your battery costs $2,000. Girl, I was gonna be like, who gotta sell coochie for $2,000? Not me, girl. Too much going on. And then it's like, y'all, the news is so stressful and confusing. Y'all know what I've noticed? What I have noticed is that we keep having all of these, motherfuckers is signing stuff, right? Just signing. And every time something gets signed, you find out you probably gonna lose something. A check, a job, an opportunity, okay? A DEI initiative, child. You just gonna lose something every time somebody signs something. Y'all ain't gained a goddamn thing yet. Not even the Trump supporters. Y'all haven't gained anything yet. Everybody's just been losing shit. But this is what I've learned. Don't be dismayed. Don't get too emotionally invested in a lot of the shit that is being done. Because a lot of the shit that's being done is a show of power, but it won't be able to be like upheld long term if the other side does anything. And we know the other side, child, the Dems don't like to do nothing. The Dems don't like to do nothing, girl. They, listen, I really do understand why people felt like it didn't matter what we did. We are still in this system. But I'm just like, yeah, but if y'all would have went the other way, I feel like we would have had a little bit more time before it's time for us to migrate. Girl, it's giving migration. Okay. It is. Look, girl, listen. Life is lifing, and that's why I had to get up here today. Girl, because what are we gonna do if we don't talk? Girl, we don't talk, we ain't nobody gonna talk. I need to talk, okay? I need to come to y'all with it, and y'all need to come to me with it. So make sure you like the video, because as y'all can see, the notifications do not get sent out like they supposed to be. Like, y'all know how I do. I normally set my lives an hour before, which should give people enough time to get here. Ain't like you gotta go nowhere. Shit, okay? It's exhausting, girl. Make sure you follow me on BondyBlue Bites, okay? I'm going to start doing like simultaneous lives on both platforms, and we'll just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hook it up today, girl. We're not going to keep going through this. I have Married to Medicine to get through later on, girl. When I tell y'all, I put Married to Medicine on, and it just be on. I don't be paying attention. I got to watch it again. But today, what we here to talk about, girl, Dwight Howard. We're going to talk about him and Amy. And I'm probably gonna curse some of y'all out, because it's a lot of y'all in comments just don't know what's going on, but you feel so strongly that you want to defend this black man's image, J.R. Smith. Like, nigga, we know he's gay. What are you talking about? We know he like boys and girls, that have bodies like boys. We know. Like, let's move on. Jeannie Mai, Casey, Justin Beldoni, Sharelle, Annie, Ace Metaphor, DJ Academics, and Dank, whatever the girl name is. Y'all know the big girl that was down there to the left. Okay, so that's what's on my list today, because there are updates on all of the shit that we talked about yesterday, and I have more to say. So like the video. Okay, that's the least y'all can do. And I'm going to tell you why that's the least you could do, because I went through the trouble of actually downloading this shit so y'all wouldn't have to deal with that echo. Because when I did everything that I can do on my end, and it was still doing it yesterday, and I was like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I did everything I could do, girl. Like I hit the button. It didn't work. I refreshed it. It didn't work. It's not on me. So I downloaded everything. Okay. And so we're going to see how that works out, girl. Where I want to start, okay? I think I'm going to start with Amy and Dwight. Or should we start here? Girl, let's start here. just because everybody's like all scared and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I saw this, and I was just like, for everybody that was worried, okay. The U.S. Department of Education made it clear in a statement that the memo issued to government agencies, which called for a wide-ranging halt on federal spending, doesn't affect federal student loans or Pell Grants. According to the statement, those funds will keep coming without interruption. Madison Bearderman, who the department says is currently assigned to handle spokesperson responsibilities, said the temporary pause does not impact assistance received directly by individuals. In a follow-up statement, the department reiterated that there will be no pausing or delaying for Pell Grants or loans as a result of the order. They also confirmed that funding for the federal work study program, which supports campus jobs, will keep moving forward without interruption. So the kids in college will still get their money. But I have questions about the folks down to the Medicaid. Thanks for the Medicare, for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, for a hip that finally healed. Like, shout out to the Golden Girls. What is going on? Multiple states report that their Medicaid has been paused since Trump's federal grant shutdown. Whoa. Whoa. Just, whoa, girl. Whoa. Is this what the people wanted? Is this what y'all wanted? I have questions. Like the people who was like, it doesn't matter. We could have gone, I was like, y'all, we could fight. We could fight about this when we're not in dire straits. And I feel like Kamala wouldn't have been dire straits. Okay. But I do recognize that the Democratic Party probably put her in place purposefully so that they would lose, because they knew the country was not ready for that. And they still put her there instead of finding any old plain Jane white man that would have worked and put him in that spot. But I also feel like, y'all, I don't know, because at the end of the day, to me, the choice was still being given and everybody still made the wrong choice. Like, we still made the wrong choice, girl. Y'all still did it wrong. Y'all did it wrong. Not me, because I'm a part of the 92% of Black women in this country that did not do this. And honestly saw this all coming, because for some reason, we're the only ones who remember what happened last time, girl. I don't know what's going on. It's so crazy. And there are white people out there that get this. You just gotta be on their, you gotta be in their, area of TikTok and Instagram. The algorithm has to send you, balanced white people in order for you to know that they exist. Because if your algorithm doesn't send you balanced white people, girl, all you'll see is this. Girl, he's gonna fire somebody. That's all he's gonna do. He's good for firing. If you thought you were gonna work for him, you're gonna get fired. Like, sir, y'all try not to get too invested emotionally in the things that you see online, because I feel like they're trying to give America a heart attack. Like, if we just keep scaring the shit out of you, maybe everybody will just, I'm going to see you, Elizabeth, and just croak out right on the spot. Because some old elderly white person is going to lose their mind when they find out they're not getting their Medicaid check and they was waiting on it, because how else were they going to get this high-ass grocery bill paid for? Oh, girl, pray for the people. Pray for the people. But y'all was like, it doesn't matter who we vote for. Okay. Sure, girl. Sure, I guess. Doesn't feel that way. Doesn't feel that way for me right now. I don't know. But it's all right. Everyone will be okay. It's not right, but it's okay. We gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. You should try to migrate up. Please, okay? You should try to migrate up out the states. Yeah. I pack a bag so you can leave town for a week. The phone rings, and then you look at me. We not coming back. Watch, turn and look at me. Just all of this time, thought we was coming back to the States. Turns out we are being nomads out in these streets. Okay. All right, so I think I'm ready. All right, let's go to Dwight and Amy.
Don't get bashful now. I knew he was gonna do that. Get bashful. You do this certain grin. That, or you start looking away. No, you know what I'm saying. You'd be like this. Take your compliments, sir. Well, they don't know you low-key shy. Big man shy a little bit. A little bit. When you get compliments, you get shy. Humbled.
I don't think that's what's happening, girl. I think whenever you give him a compliment, he thinking in his mind, this bitch lying to me. She trying to get money out of me. She trying to sugar talk me so she can get something out of me. I don't believe nothing that she say. If she say something good about me, the bitch lying. I don't believe her. But if she say something bad about me, she lied. Girl, Amy said, a silly human said, Amy, you so happy he chose you. It gives pick me. Girl, yes, I wanted to be picked. God picked me next for a blessing. Pick me next, girl. Pick cotton, girl. Pick me next for a good man. Pick me next for a provider. Pick me next to be loved right. Pick me next to finally get what I give. Pick me. I pray for this type of happiness. Dreamt it forever. So I'm sharing it on my platform. I hope you get picked next. Now, hell, call me picnic, bitch. Call me a two-pick. Call me Piccadilly for all I care. God is good. Okay. This is real funny and real lighthearted. And that's the same. You know who this remind me of, girl? You know who this remind me of, girl? Portia. Do y'all remember when Portia was down here talking about love wins? Do y'all remember? You remember? Here's the thing. I understand that everybody wants to, like, girl, you never know me. Girl, listen, I'm sorry. It's too much shit. It's been too much shit with this wayward young man for you to be out here acting like you getting a version of him that nobody else get before. Boy, girl, y'all. It's giving it's all right now. It's giving it's cool right now. It's giving it's real cute right now. It's giving pick me right now. Right now. And that's why I said, whenever this shit break loose, whenever something happen, and she come down to the internet complaining to us, I'ma just be somewhere. Pick me, baby, pick me. Oh, pick me, baby, pick me. Don't talk to me, girl. Don't talk to me, girl. Okay. Whenever it go down, don't talk to me, bitch. Okay. Because you want it to be picked. And so we're gonna leave you alone. Now they've been going back and forth with me because y'all know they love to argue with your girl. If they ain't gonna do nothing, they gonna argue with me in some comments. Now, y'all gonna have to deal with a little bit of echo for this one because I did not get a chance to download this specific clip because I saw it right before I came up here. So I'm gonna play this, but I was trying to find that post and I thought I saved it where J.R. Smith was basically reprimanding Cam Newton for doing the interview. He said, you don't bring, was it this one? No. Claudia's post. He said, you're not supposed to bring no black woman on your platform so that she can kill a black man. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? And so in the comments, girl, hold up. Let me pull this down and then I'm gonna pull it up. In the comments, I said, but he can destroy her though. Like, here we go. I found it. Cause girl, listen, it was just girl, we was just in the comments arguing about this shit. Okay, here we go. So this is, whatever clip this is, girl, got 3,000 likes. I don't even give a fuck about 100 people that's arguing with me right now. 3,000 people felt like this was the comment. Okay. Either way, he said, J.R. Smith said, respectfully, this is hella corny, Cam. Bringing on a black woman to kill a black man is never cool. Now, I'm trying to understand how doing an interview is going to kill him, especially when we just saw him waving his dick all in Amy's face. Okay. And that might have been just from that angle.
Don't get bashful now.
And that makes me wonder, was he like standing there like, nigga, was you standing there like this, pushing your dick in her face? Like, is that what was going on? Okay. So J.R. Smith says this is corny because you're going to kill a black man by talking about how he abused you. And I said, so it's okay for him to destroy her, though. And there are literally 100 some odd comments talking about how he never went on an interview yapping. And I'm just like, y'all do understand that a person can destroy you in private. They don't have to do an interview to destroy you. And who does interviews to tell you about how they're abusing somebody? Why would he talk about her? But he absolutely has done interviews where he's talking about her. We've seen them. Last week before last, he did an interview basically calling her a liar and saying how he was giving her money and all of this. He has gotten online to explain himself and mentioned her. So the fact that it's 100 of you retarded motherfuckers in the comments talking to me about how he's never mentioned her, he doesn't have to mention her in the interview. Are you listening to what she's saying? Then when I replied back to these people with what Royce has said, somebody said it sounded like something I was making up. I'm like, because you're not listening to none of these clips, you stupid mother. Like the school system failed so many of y'all, and it becomes so glaringly obvious to me in comments like this, like under posts like this. First of all, how is this gonna kill him? This girl has been saying the same thing on several different platforms. She did an interview with Carlos King like 2 weeks ago, nigga. What are you talking about? This is not the first time she said this. She's consistently been saying this the entire time. She said that because he is super duper famous and y'all pedestalize anybody that bounces a fucking ball, y'all pedestalize Dwight Howard's ass, which whenever he decided to make her look like some gold digger and not somebody that was actually trying to work, it then hurt her career. People didn't want to work with her because of his affiliation with the NBA. There was literally somebody in the comments telling me that what Dwight was going to do. Do you not know who Dwight Howard is? Do you, like, y'all are literally in the comments arguing on his behalf, but you don't see how that energy could have affected Royce badly? People that are willing to see him as a victim, no matter how many times you hear about his abuse from several different people. There were other baby mamas that have said some of the same shit that Royce has said, apparently. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that part. I don't know. But I don't need a lot of other people. I see what he's done. I see how he acts. And then I see Royce and what has happened in her life. Then I hear about how he continuously keeps her in court, constantly taking her back to court for shit. That keeps her spending money on lawyers, which financially depletes her. Do you know some ignorant nigga in them comments said to me, why would a man ever try to stop his woman from making money? Do you not know that women had to fight for the right to work? The suffrage movement, nothing. Y'all don't know nothing about history. Y'all don't know that women actually had to fight for the right to go out and work so they would not be dependent financially on men. Because when you are financially dependent upon men, a lot of them will use that dependency against you. They will then use it to control you. They're doing it all over the place, money. What are you talking about? Like, where do y'all live? What is going on? Cam writing in whatever weird language this is, I don't even care. Call it what you want respectfully. I don't go back and forth in no comments. I ain't hard to find, sir. A black woman to kill a black man. How was he gonna get killed? Last time I checked, the nigga was still very much on live, pushing his pelvis out into Amy's face like we heard he liked to do to people. I don't know if y'all heard, but the man who accused him of coercion with Miss Kitty, that man said that Dwight pushed his Johnson in his face. Royce also said that he pushed his Johnson in her face. Because he's so tall, it seems as if he likes to push his Johnson in people's face. And you sitting up here talking about her telling her story, her speaking out about his abuse of her is going to kill him. Yet when we flip-flop over, we see him with his Johnson in another bitch's face. She's just dumb enough to be happy about it. Look at her. Just all excited for his Johnson to be in her face. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. Y'all work on my nerves. He's bisexual. It is not a secret. Can we just, I know it's going to echo, y'all, and this would probably be the only one that echoes. Hold up. Matter of fact, give me a second and let me see if I can quickly download this shit. Because you know, when you're up here on live, it takes longer for you to download stuff. Okay? So while I'm doing that, so y'all don't have to hear echo, therefore I don't have to hear y'all complaining about it, do me a favor. Contribute.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
But when he did it the first time, I was shocked. Like, I had a knife, pulled on me before he had ever done it. I was, at knife point. So when I even talk about that story, and I'm like, the people who were there, y'all know this happened because of my reaction. And it was my reaction because that's how I was raped. And I made sure I said that. So for them to minimize it and again act like my pain is unreal or like shit didn't happen, that bothers me because I did try to forgive and not do this. And again, when you're a woman who's made to feel so less than, I mean, just a moment of joy, you take it. So when he flung me into the entertainment center and then accidentally, I always say I don't think he did it on purpose, but flung Braylon, there's pictures of the entertainment center when I first moved into the house and when the doors were broken. The timeline sets up. His family sits here and comes on the internet and act like I'm lying. I asked him, the midget ass friend, he was at the fucking house. He told him, hey man, stop, that's a female. And then he gets up and picks up your little boy who's now crying and just walks out and your goddaughter sitting on the couch, don't know what to do. You got to have a conversation with her now because I didn't have a bag pack or some Skittles. But all the apologies, I had a bad game. I had never done that before. I've never acted like that before. That is not in my character. That's not me. So I believed it. Even though, I had broken up with him or whatever, got back together. When he came to pick up Braylon that day, and I walk in the bathroom, and I come back, and you're standing in my room, I already knew some shit was finna happen. But at that house, it was my bathroom door, and I could exit this way because then my room went like that. But when I walk here, and I see him right there, I see my little boy in the family room playing with his Chuggington toys. And he asks, you want to do something? No. I say, my period's on. I'll take some head. No, this is a person that is 6'11", and I was tiny back then. I'm thick now, but sorry. Again, I said this before. Laughing, I've learned, is a coping, so I'm okay. But I just keep seeing him playing with his Chuggington toys, and I just keep thinking about this man that is just asking me for something that I don't want to do. But I also remember what he did before, and I'm trying to just tell him, when you bring him back. I did say that. I said, when you bring him back.
Who is him?
Braylon, because he was coming to pick Braylon up. So I'm like, when you bring him back. And that wasn't good enough. So he then comes and he closes the door and he walks me over to the bed and I step backwards because now I'm by my chest because I don't feel like doing this. And I'm not like this. I'm just walking back like I just said no. And he's like, man, come on, you know what I'm talking about? Come on, you can do something. And I'm like, no. And he's pushing you down on your head. And at first you think he's playing and you like, well, not, you don't, you know, he's not playing, but you try and push him off of you and be like, man, stop. So you can just walk away and he don't let you stop. You push him and he pulls you and you try and push him again and he throws you on the ground. And now you're like in front of your dresser and you're crying. And now because you're crying, you can't actually give head now because you're crying. You're too emotional. So you just slam your waist into my face. That's what you do over and over again. For what? Because you that pissed off that I can't give you head for real? And then you just walk out, pick our son up, leave the house. But I'm lying, y'all.
First off, I apologize for evoking that emotion again. And even with that, I think it's important that these type of situations and actions are serious. No matter how small somebody may act or say it is or how big it is, this is a real deal action. So I apologize.
And another thing, I see people, saying like the only issue is she came on Cam Newton. And I felt the same way, that he wasn't somebody that was really going to handle her with the kid gloves this required. But then I thought about it and I was like, but these are his people. Cam Newton has the audience of the Dwight Howard fans, of the other people in sports. And to be very clear, he has used his position in their community in order to oppress the women he's had children with. He uses his wealth and his connections from being a part of a sports organization in order to abuse his baby mothers. So essentially, I do think it's important that that community know what's going on. We know what's going on because we're the reality TV show world. So of course we know what's going on. Reality TV show people are more into the interpersonal relationships of these people. The ones that just care about them because they do sports, all they care about is he played for my favorite team and his stats were, and I remember when in that game back then, and blah, 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 blah. They don't care about none of the stuff that is being done behind closed doors. They're not listening to the similarities in her story and the similarities with the case that he had. Like they're not listening to any of that. And so I feel like on some level, she feels like I'm backing him up off of me because we're in a different time than we were back in the day. And so now I just need to keep pushing because he has been using her silence and her anonymity, so to speak. He's been using the fact that she's not as famous as him in order to like keep being able to do this to people. And I feel like Amy is such a fucking dodo bird because when women act as if men are not going to exhibit some of those same, problematic behaviors with you because you're so different from her, it's bullshit. Because if he can do any of what Royce is saying to her, then he can do it to you. And it just takes for the right ingredients of situations, the right moment. Has he sunken his teeth in enough? Because a lot of people like to wait until you're actually gone all the way before they start to showcase who they really are. And I do feel like she's been painted as a liar and as somebody whose opinion cannot be trusted. And every time something happens with her, I think it's used against her. I think when the situation happened with her son and her ex-boyfriend and all of that, that was very much put on Royce's doorstep. And if it wasn't for Royce coming out and explaining that her son was assaulted at his house, it puts no bearing on him. It puts none of the responsibility on him, even though he's the parent. But y'all will automatically feel like it's all on her because she's the mother. He's a star. He's working. He has other kids. Y'all are going to always find a way to excuse the fact that he's not parenting that child the way he's supposed to. And then you'll act as if it makes it okay because when he had unprotected sex with her, he didn't want a baby, but he still had unprotected sex with her. So it should be her responsibility to go and get rid of the pregnancy. And then if she doesn't do that, then any mistreatment thereafter is on her because she still decided to have the baby. And what I feel like is no, I don't agree with that. At the end of the day, when two people decide to lay down and have unprotected sex, you know the outcome. Meaning that as a man, you should understand that every woman is not going to want to go and get a procedure done so that you don't have to deal with another bill. Oh, every woman is not going to want to do that. That should be in your head. So if this is not something you really want, don't ejaculate inside of people without a condom on. It's very simple. Very simple. But once you have put your sperm inside of her, it is literally like giving somebody a gift. Ugh. But it's a gift. Because what that means is once you didn't put it in her body, everything now is up to her. And you just got to figure your shit out. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how it goes. And it's so weird to me the way y'all always blame women for being single mothers, but you don't ever point out how often men walk out on their wives. Oh, I hate it here. We're praying for Royce, though. We're praying for Royce. But as long as there are people like Amy online trying to act like this man is not the person that Royce is saying that he is, the more J.R. Smith is trying to protect the image that does not need protection, because who the fuck cares about Dwight Howard at this point? He just still has the financial ability to put his foot on these women's necks. And that is unfortunate. I ain't how y'all be handling stuff. I don't like how y'all be handling stuff at all on the internet. Y'all opinion is horrible. Speaking of, like, you know, affiliate, girl, let's go to WAGs. Let's go and talk about the WAG stuff, girl. So first of all, Chad said this.
My grandma used to call me ugly. Am I still getting married in February? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely getting married. Boy, you hear me? Now, I don't know who I'm going to get married to, but I'm getting married in February. Did I tell you that? I ain't wasting no more time. Boy, I'm 57, boy. You hear me? Boy, 67% of my life, I done already lived it. I ain't got time to be playing out here in these streets. Absolutely not. Boy, you hear me? Boy, I done lived 67% of my life, man. What I'm doing? Goddamn right, I'm getting married next month. I don't know to who. But we finna walk down this aisle. I don't give a fuck. I promise you, I don't care who you are. I don't even care how you look. I don't care. Boy, you can be ugly. I don't care. I don't care. But I am gonna tell you one thing. Come February, walking down the aisle, we're gonna be at somebody courthouse. Promise you. I ain't even bullshitting. I look too goddamn good. I look too goddamn good to be single. Huh? God damn it. I deserve. Sure. If you think I'm lying, look at me. What are you talking about? Do I need a minister? Nah. I'm a junior deacon. Not only am I a junior deacon, I'm an ordained minister. Huh? I'm gonna marry myself. I don't even need nobody. I don't need no audience. I got my camera, my tripod, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna record it. Sign the paperwork at the courthouse. Boom, it's done. I look good. I don't care what my grandma used to say. My grandma used to call me ugly. I tell you no lie. God is good. All the time.
I'ma just say, I feel like wherever he at, that's where Sharelle at right now. I'm about to play a video of her, but I'm gonna tell you, him acting like he's some old ass nigga that need to hurry up and get married. Girl, I don't feel like Chad needs to get married. I don't know why Sharelle was trying to marry him. I think the only reason they want to get married is to legitimize their relationship, but they should not get married. I also feel like they should have probably separate households. They should have a household that they share, and they should have separate households. I think their money should also be separate, and they should pour into things that they decide they're going to pour into together. But getting married, I don't think they should do that. I don't. Because I think all they're going to do is get divorced, because all he's going to do is cheat on you. And then you're going to want him to give you some money in order to pay for your pain. And he's cheap and doesn't like to give money out like that. You could tell that Chad is stingy as shit. They had a conversation on WAGs about what they, the prenup situation. He didn't want to sign an infidelity clause that he would have to pay her if he got caught cheating. and she didn't want to give him a percentage of her business, but she wanted a percentage of his business, even though they both agree they helped each other, which tells me nobody needs to get a percentage of shit. Okay. I feel like what she needs to get is a percentage for her daughter. Some type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get a percentage for your daughter. You need to work on your own shit and you got your own money, Sharelle. Like, why are you trying to tie yourself to this man thinking that you're going to get something out of him? I think what it really is that Chad is one of those people that make y'all think he's not making as much money as he used to be making, but he probably is making more money because he's probably invested very well. He probably has invested in shell companies, so you wouldn't even know how much money he's actually making if it's under a corporation and you don't necessarily know that he owns the corporation. So to me, when he said that Sharelle was making more money than him, I'm like, probably in paychecks, in W-2s, in 1090s or whatever the fuck. But when it comes to actual like funds, when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, the money that he reinvests and all of that type of shit, no, I think very much so that he has more money than her. And so I think he acts as if he doesn't. He acts broke. He acts stingy as fuck. He is stingy. But he does all of that because he doesn't want a woman that is going to be relying on him for money. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But because if I had my own money, I wouldn't be trying to check for your shit neither. But at the same time, don't you ever in your fucking life act stingy with me if I'm not stingy with you. Don't you ever in your fucking life. And to me, he feel like a stingy ass nigga. Okay. So yeah, Sharelle, I don't think you should marry him anyway, but y'all gonna do what y'all want to do because y'all care more about an image than y'all do about actual like relationships and finances and shit. Because you know he just gonna continue to cheat. What's the point of getting married? All he gonna do is continue to cheat. And no, it's not about, oh, that's how you stay rich. Yes, you stay rich from being smart about your money, but being stingy with your own family, being stingy with the woman that you laying up with, being stingy with your kids, like, but you're not stingy with your sperm. So you out here having all these fucking kids. Yeah, nah. If you really wanted to be stingy, if you really wanted to save your money, you shouldn't have been out here having all of these kids. Niggas don't, like, to me, if you don't even care about the fact that you should be financially providing for all of those kids, you that cheap, but you gonna keep having all these children to take care of. What? No, it ain't even about that. It's about control, and it's about dictating what these women get from you. To me, what I can tell about a lot of these men is that they only want the woman if the woman is going to allow them control. If she's not going to allow them complete and utter control, a lot of the times they don't really want the woman. And for the woman, giving somebody else control over their life after they've been taking care of their goddamn self all of this time doesn't seem smart. Okay, gonna push a bitch in a corner. I'm gonna push a bitch in a corner. Okay, let's listen to what Sharelle said while she was out there in the water. And let me tell y'all something. There's some of y'all that's online trying to act like Sharelle is not as pretty as she is. Girl, fucking stop. Girl, fucking stop. Like, we can call her a mean girl, we can call her a colorist, but let's be very, very, very real. The lady is absolutely beautiful, and to me, more attractive than Evelyn Lozada. And I don't care what nobody's talking about. Argue with your mama.
You have to kill the whole victim narrative. And the whole thing with the other girl, I mean, if you pay attention, if you just took a abortion pill that day, if you do your research, you know you're supposed to be on bed rest. That's all I'm saying. So I question it.
Girl, her and Chad sound like the same wind. They're around the same wind.
You should not be drinking when you take an abortion. If you took the pill that day, you're not supposed to be outside. I had a friend contact me and she's like, girl, that girl didn't take no abortion. She was like, I just had an abortion. And that shit is painful. You're bleeding like crazy. To come to an event, a club with sheer pants on, make it make sense. Can we play something? I don't have anything to do with casting, any of that. Just because I got consultant producing credits doesn't mean I was involved in casting or how the storyline was played.
And I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that at all, Cameron. Evelyn is prettier. Girl, we can with that big ass vein popping out that by her forehead. To me, I'm sorry. I couldn't disagree with y'all more. I do not think Big Head Evelyn is prettier than Sharelle. We gonna have to agree to disagree. To me, Sharelle looks like Nia Long. And Jules, I was about to say, she was talking about Jules. So what Sharelle was talking about is Jules. So y'all know, they had Jules around, Jules getting into it with the black girl. And Jules basically said that she told Sharelle she had, she had to take an abortion pill, and because her baby daddy don't want no more kids. So when they were sitting at the table before that fight broke out, Sharelle asked her, did she want more kids? So it seemed messy. It seemed like a mean girl thing. Like, why would you even ask me that when you know what I went through today? Sharelle is explaining, bitch, I thought she was lying, because that don't even make no sense. Why you just did that today and you out here with us? And to be very clear, I definitely feel like, yeah, she could be lying. I feel like Jules could absolutely be lying, because I feel like Jules is the type of person that will probably lie for, for sympathy. She would lie for sympathy. I believe that Jules will probably lie for sympathy. So, like, I low-key understand why Sharelle felt that way. And I also don't understand what y'all are looking at. Like, I have no idea what y'all are looking at whatsoever. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why y'all are saying she looks hard or that she looks old. I don't see a lot of wrinkling. I see that she has a lot of freckles. And she doesn't have she has her brows done, but she doesn't have any foundation or anything on. I don't see how she looks old to y'all. Like, I don't know what anybody's looking at. Obviously we must have different eyes. But we're gonna have to agree. We have to agree to disagree. Because I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. Sharelle is absolutely more attractive than Evelyn Lozada to me. But go off in the comments, child. It's up to you. It's your opinion. Okay. I honestly like the freckles, I think. And yeah, and I said Nia Long. The shape of her eyes and her nose reminds me of Nia Long. And y'all always go up for Nia Long. Cameron Brooks, not baby. Not baby. Not baby. Nah, baby, listen. I listen. Not ugly, but not worldwide beautiful to me. What does worldwide beautiful mean? What does that mean? Like, what does that encompass? Who's worldwide beautiful to you? And I hope you don't mean Evelyn Lozada. But I'm gonna tell you like this. You saying she's a 6? I'm sorry. That's low key some hater shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. I think the lady is extremely beautiful. I have no idea. I don't know what I don't know what's going on. Like, yes, beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder. But I feel like me and most of the world will probably feel like Sharelle is a beautiful woman and way above a 6. Like, I would definitely give Sharelle a good 9. Like, you talking about skin, facial features, body. Like, to me, exactly. Like, 6 is some hater shit. Like, y'all wildin'. Y'all are wildin' in the comments, girl. I think it's because y'all don't like her. That's all right. You ain't gotta like her. I still think she's very beautiful. And I feel like, she's pick me. But she's still very beautiful. And I'm just not about to argue with nobody about that, girl. That's crazy that you said that girl a 6, girl. Carrie, you wrong, girl. You wrong. You wrong, sister. You wrong. Oh, y'all going to hell. All right. Y'all, so y'all remember yesterday we was trying to talk about Casey. And the clip that I had wasn't the long clip of Casey going off. So I found the clip of him going off in a tight jacket in a sweatshirt. So, like, short sleeve shirts under long sleeve shirts, under short sleeve shirts, under long sleeve shirts. I mean, long sleeve shirts. Like whenever I see niggas with like multiple jackets on, how cold? When was this? This was when it was snowing? All right, son, I'm gonna let it slide. That jacket tight. Look, he got the collar pop too. Nigga jacket tight, got a sweatshirt on and a collar pop. This whole outfit tell me that you ain't really got no money like that. Girl, I'm sorry. Let me leave Casey alone before he pull up on me somewhere outside and cursing me out, and cause issue in my family. Let me shut up.
Makes sense. $20,000 a month, and your uncle do music, and you done bought Armand a $20,000 $20,000 watch that you met this dude 3 months in front of my fucking face, Nady. I walk with you in the. That's your money. You do what you want to do. But I told you, this nigga wasn't for you. This nigga like Ray Bones. Me and Rudy been having all the hoes, gang. We know when a nigga sweet. We know when a nigga ain't for you. I'm your uncle. I'm in the streets. Y'all green. What part you don't understand? Y'all are green, gang. The same people that's around y'all breaking in y'all house. Your house been broken 4 fucking times. 4 times. 2 of the times I was 3 of the times I was incarcerated. Well, 2 of the times I was incarcerated. I don't care if they don't forgive me, gang. My brothers forgive me.
Right. I don't care if my sister and my niece forgive me. I just care if my broke ass brothers forgive me. Like, because we like to be mad together. Okay. No, it's not a skit. This is literally Regine's uncle, Toya's brother. Once again, and y'all know they just started their new season of Toya and Regine. But if this ain't a Tyrone Bigum's outfit, bitch, and I know this man don't do drugs like that, because Casey is a nice looking man. He's very healthy. So it don't give that. But the outfit is absolutely like, what's going on? It's giving Tyrone Bigums a little bit. But see, like, y'all see how nigga talking? Like, he's very upset. He is very volatile. Y'all saw the way he was, like, moving him. Y'all see it? Okay, like, this is a New Orleans nigga thing. And I remember somebody was in the comment, they ain't got nothing to do with being from New Orleans. Girl, listen, I've only been from here, bitch. I'm only from here. So the volatile men that I know come wrapped up in a special type of rapping. It's New Orleans nigga rapping. And that's the type of niggas I know, okay? I can't tell you what the niggas in Detroit are on. I can't tell you what the niggas in DC are on like that. I can't tell you what the niggas in Chicago are on like that unless I come into contact with a few of them. I'm from here. So what I am used to is niggas screaming and hollering and talking crazy to you when the truth of the matter is they a bum. They gonna ask you for help at some point. They gonna apologize and then they gonna turn around and send you a long ass text message telling how you ain't shit and you the reason the other brother dead and all that fucked up shit. And then they gonna act like ain't nothing happened at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then they're gonna come around kissing and hugging and act like they ain't disrespect the dog shit out of you last time they talked to you. Yeah, bitch, I know this. The fuck? Acting like this not some New Orleans nigga. It's not. It's not. Where you live at? Where you live at? Because I grew up in the East. In the 90s. Not the East now, bitch. The East in the 90s. Back before they let Section 8 move into the East, girl. Okay? And there has always been some New Orleans nigga that you needed to be careful around because they know how to argue like a punk. And that's what they do. Shit. Everybody learned how to argue from their mammies. That's what you think, okay? I was only raised by my mama. I only know how to argue like a woman. This is how I argue. And then they hit you like a man. Anyway. But to me, Casey is going in and talking about how dumb Regine was for giving this nigga a 30, Armand a $30,000 watch. Now, mind you, I don't disagree with him. Because I said the same thing, that she was doing too much with Armand and I ain't liking it. Y'all know how y'all be online. Y'all was trying to jump me in the comments because y'all follow him on YouTube and don't talk about Armand. And all I was saying was they too young to be in a committed relationship, and he is definitely going to play her left because that's what young men do, especially when they take their ass out there to California and won't fuck with every mixed combination of a black bitch they've ever seen before in their life. Every time they find one, oh, a new one. Okay? Oh, a new one. Oh, she Filipino and black. Oh, she Vietnamese and black. Oh, she Korean and black. Oh, she white and black. Niggas in California love them a racially ambiguous biracial bitch. But him sitting up there talking about he ain't really like you, he like red. No, you're not about to play that girl like that. He definitely saw that opportunity to be with her as opportunistic, but you're not gonna play her like she not attractive. Talking about me and Woody get all the hoes. We know y'all hoe ass niggas know what these niggas really be on. We know, and we do wish that when y'all warn women about how they niggas ain't shit, they would listen to y'all. Cause who else would know but another ain't shit ass nigga? Think about it. But at the same time, this still her uncle, and he's still online dragging her, screaming and hollering, and talking about how he don't give a fuck about her and her mama. Girl, even though this the same sister and niece that gave you the opportunity to rap your whack ass rap on a reality show. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all not gonna stress my sis out, okay? I need y'all to stop, okay? Because let me tell y'all something. When I get tired of watching Toya trying to hold her family together, because that's what if you the one that got sense and money, you gotta hold your ignorant family members together. You gotta gather them up. And then you always got that one friend that's a little bit more ignorant than she really supposed to be. So she always giving you like really problematic advice sometimes. Like, y'all know her best friend. Her best friend is low-key problematic to me. I'm just letting y'all know, just low-key. But sometimes I be like, oh, girl. Yo, they go think that's your family, girl. Give a fuck. Yeah, no. Toya, girl, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you. Because I feel like specifically with a lot of families, what you find is that somebody is gonna guilt you about the fact that you're not talking to them. Somebody in a family is gonna like low-key gang up on you because you not acquiescing and being back cool with somebody that is just disrespected the dog shit out of you again. Because it's probably like not the first or second time it's happened. But they gonna act like you the problem because you don't want to just let it go without no real apology or any real change behavior. But because you don't want to let it go, you the problem. Because you still mad, you the problem. And I know they don't. Yes, Danielle is her, but yes. Sometimes Danielle be reminding me of like, my older cousins and some of the, aunties and shit that it's like, they knew school slightly, but not really. Okay. Just, you know what I mean? But you got to have your people from back home in Atlanta, because you can't just be around Atlanta people. That's not real enough. Like for New Orleans people, level of real, Atlanta in itself be sometimes not real enough. I'm just saying, like, what's going on? It's not real. It's not real, y'all. It's not real. But yeah, y'all watching the show. Y'all watching Toya and Regine. Look how he biting his lip. That nigga crazy. And I'm gonna tell y'all, these the niggas like this him specifically. This the one that's probably got a terrible attitude, treat people like shit, talk to people crazy, a whole out here. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the type of nigga that'll roll up on a girl, and when a girl be like, I don't know who you are, then he like, well, fuck you then, bitch. Like he one of them. Girl, he one of them. I saw somebody in the comments talking about, I said on the live, somebody was like, I spoke to you and you was so rude to me, and they laughed. And I was like, girl, why is it funny? But that's what I'm saying. New Orleans people be mean. New Orleans people be mean as fuck. That's why I be like, that ain't me. I'm from here. But girl, I grew up in the East. Brittany 12, thank you for the super chat. In all honesty, Toya really giving the family a chance to do something with the opportunity of TV. KC could have played his cards right and got exposure. Absolutely. That was what they were supposed to be doing with it. That's what they online complaining about. That's why I'm like, why y'all complaining to that girl? Like literally keep putting y'all on reality TV. And all y'all do is get online and talk crazy to her. Like, go sell something. Go do what you said you was gonna do. Child, Walter ain't here right now, but you know Walter ain't too far behind. He said the only person he care about is his brothers. He don't care about his sister, even though his sister the one he depend on. Can't depend on your brothers for shit, but validation of your bullshit. You can't depend on them for no money, no ride, nothing. You gonna call Toya though? You was not there. You was not there. Listen. No, Walter is yeah, no, he that is season. I'm talking about, in this situation. Because I haven't heard anything from him on this situation. But yeah, no, he's on the show. Both brothers are on the show this season. And it looked like Walter was gonna try to be the go-between. Like Walter was gonna try to be the person to bridge the gap. Because he like, if anybody could talk to Casey, it's me. I'm gonna be able to get through to him. What made you think that? He talking about the dead brothers. Oh, so the only people he care about forgiveness is the ones that's not here? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. I'm sure that's what he meant. I still don't feel like that makes sense. Okay, listen, I'm gonna need for you to care about the forgiveness of your niece and your sister when that's the people you always run into for help. That's the people you always going to talking about, why you ain't helping me? The fuck? Listen, you need something? I guess you better call your brothers. I would have been like, the only people you care about is your brothers, huh? I guess that's who you need to call. Call them. Don't call me. Go pray to them. Go light a candle down to the cathedral, girl. Go light a candle down to the St. Louis Cathedral or something like that. Okay? Going down to the church on Paris or something like that. One of the Catholic church that you can go into, girl. Go light a candle. Go light a candle to your brothers and ask them for what you want. That's how you venerate your ancestors, since girl, it needs to be a heavenly call. If that's the only people you care about, that's the only people you need to be looking to for help. Okay. Anyway, but that's that on that. But I wanted to give y'all a little bit of commentary on that because I was just like, why y'all acting niggas crazy? All right, so we gonna go into this Justin Bell Donnie situation. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we about to agree to disagree because I wasn't even gonna talk about this shit, but the way this audio slid on my timeline, I was automatically uncomfortable, and I was just like, I know, Blake Lively is probably at fault here, y'all. I know it's probably all on Blake. She's a terrible person to work with. It's all lies. They all making Justin Bell Donnie look like, he the bad guy and he's really not. I'm okay with that, y'all. I'm so okay with that. It's Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They the ones that's fucked up in this scenario, right? Okay, let's play this audio.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 a.m. Hopefully this does not wake you up. Whew. Wow, there's so much I want to say to you, and I hope that we can FaceTime or see each other in person soon and get to talk more. But I'm just going to send you a few thoughts, and hopefully it's not going to be more than a few minutes. But I don't have the best track record. I don't think either one of us have the best track record for voice memos. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank, and I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short. And you worked really hard on that, and the way you framed it, and how that made you feel. I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me. That takes a lot of trust and vulnerability, and I feel really grateful that you feel safe enough to tell me that that's how you feel, and share that with me. And I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect. I'm a very flawed man, as my wife will attest. And I'm gonna f*** up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna piss you off probably, but I will always apologize and find my way back to center. That is one thing I can assure you of. And I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That must have felt terrible. And I will for sure do better. That was not my best weekend, and I should have given it more time. And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that. Aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together, it's unbelievable. Talk about energy, just force all three of you. But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good and it's going to make the movie sing, like you said. And I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible. You know, I think you and I have been trying to build a relationship, which I think we've done successfully. I mean, here we are talking like this, me and my phone at 2 a.m, but largely via text and voice note. And I will be honest with you, that is not my biggest strength. I love being with people and being in somebody's space and being face to face, and I feel like that's where I excel. And definitely fallen short at times in our text and voice note exchanges, because there's so much to communicate and there's so much happening. And all that to say, I'm just really looking forward to spending time together. And I think that's going to really go a long way for our chemistry, which I believe is there, has been there from the start. So I was so damn excited when you wanted to do this film. I felt it in the room when we met. And yeah, I think it does come from the both of us being so fucking hardworking and having a vision and not settling. And I'm excited to have a creative partner in that with you. And it's just really exciting. There's so much more to say. There's so much I want to say. Oh, and there's one thing that I do need to say, which is I am so sorry you have been through what you've been through with these other filmmakers and producers or whoever the people were that you worked with. It just pissed me off. Those that I'm just still kind of blown away that this is the industry that we're in and that you've experienced that as a woman. And I know I don't need to say it, but that's not at all going to be, or will be, hopefully it's not been the experience with me. There's nothing more exciting to me like that I get to work with like Lively and have her, all of her. I mean, that's what I want. And so there's been no hesitancy with me sending you the final draft file. I am totally fine with that. The only reason I didn't send it today was because I was trying to implement and add your notes into my working draft, which is already like, I'm all over that draft right now. So there's a whole bunch of new stars that are going to be collated pages. And I just haven't had a chance to send it to you, but there's no hesitancy. I'm happy to send it to you. And I'm sorry that has happened to you before. And I hope after this experience, there will be a new, I don't know, I hope it'll be healing in some way. Because that's all I want. I want this movie to be healing. I want this movie to be commercial, just like you, and affect people and touch people. And I want to walk you through my whole plan and the work that we're doing with the domestic violence partner that we found no more, and just my vision. And I just know that this can be really, really special, and it's going to be special. And you're the secret sauce, and we're the secret sauce. And anyways, I have so much more to say. I'm going to stop rambling because Jesus Christ, it's been 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So me. I'm sorry. You probably have kids all over you and a baby on your boob, and you're listening to me ramble at 2 a.m. I hope you're feeling better, and give Ryan my love. Thank you for sending me that. It means the world to me that you trust me with your feelings and your thoughts like that. And I can't wait to spend more time with you. Okay, I'm done cutting myself off. Good night.
Okay. So here's the thing. I saw this, that somebody said that she sent a text at 1:50. He literally, I don't know if that's true or not, because I have not seen it posted anywhere. And I'm not even going to argue with it, because I don't feel like it's out of the norm for people who act to keep different hours. People are on set sometimes 15, 16 hours. They don't get offset until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, so I feel like actors and people in entertainment don't hold regular hours. So it's not even wild to me that he's responding to her at 2 a.m. It was how he sounded. It was how he sounded, the way he was in his vocal fry, the wordage that he used at certain moments, like even talking about you know, have a baby with their, you know, with a, you know, a boob, a baby on your boob. Like it's creepy, y'all. I'm sorry, but and that's why I meant when I first started listening to it. When I first started listening to it, I felt uncomfortable. Like as soon as I didn't even know what I was listening to. I was scrolling on Instagram and it just started playing, and I didn't know what I was like, which post I was listening to at first. But as soon as I started hearing it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I thought it was somebody like about to go into phone sex or something. Like it, the tone and the way he's in his vocal fry, certain words that he uses, how long he's talking. But even then, y'all, I know people are saying she was a bitch and, you know, she took over the movie. This is him literally saying that whatever her idea was, it was a good idea. And I don't know whether this was meant to placate her. And then that would mean that this 7-minute long message that he sent was disingenuous, because he was just trying to placate her so that he could make her do what he wanted her to do in the movie. So that's why I'm like, nah. That, and this is another thing I've noticed about Justin. Justin doesn't have a lot of self-awareness as far as I'm concerned. Like, as far as, I'm sorry, y'all, but to me, I feel like he releases shit that sometimes doesn't necessarily make him look good. He released this sound, y'all. He released this voice message. And like, she didn't release it, he did. And to me, this did not make him seem less creepy. Creative Juices did it for me with the giggle. Like, what the fuck? Like, I felt uncomfortable, y'all. And if I was like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If a man who I'm working with is in a voice message like this talking to me like that, that would probably make me feel slightly uncomfortable, y'all. And I know we are still very much in a space of feeling like Blake is a bitch. Blake is hard to work with. Blind items on Blake. She's probably being controlled and abused by Ryan Reynolds, and he made her file the lawsuit. That's all well and good, y'all. That's all well and good. But I'm going to just tell y'all, I know people like to think about this situation similar to the Martin and Gina situation, where they feel like Dwayne Martin made Tisha Campbell file that lawsuit against Martin in order to, make him feel better. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't like, if anybody is being real about how Martin was back then, he was unhinged. And I think that she just probably got a lot of it because she was the person that he was in the relationship with on the show. He might have been sweet on her in real life. And you know how if a nigga is high off that, white girl, and, because he did say, didn't he say, he, he laced the weed or whatever? So, Martin was out there doing whatever he was doing. I imagine that at times that affected how he handled people. And I think that's why everybody has been able to like go on in life and be like, okay, all is forgiven. We'll move past it, because Martin was really like going through some shit back then, meaning he was on drugs. He was addicted to drugs, allegedly. I don't know, but that is what I, am feeling like people usually are hinting at. And I mean, he had a whole comedy special about that. Oh, wait. And how he was running down the street, in a hot ass garbage bag, trying to lose weight for a role. Yeah, he never, so he never said that he got some of that ooh wee. Because to me, I felt like that was laced weed. That's what that sounded like to me. That didn't sound like regular weed. That sounded like lace weed. I don't know any weed that would have somebody tripping out like that and running down the street, like in sweating. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and then he was like, wasn't he out there naked with a gun? If I remember correctly. The ooh wee sounds like a mixture. Okay. Either way, I still feel like that situation, he had other signs of showcasing that he wasn't okay at the moment. So I think for us to automatically assume that, oh, it's not what Tisha said it was at the time, it was really her husband that was forcing her to do that because he was jealous. And then for y'all to apply that same mindset to this Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively situation. And I'm like, yeah, that's a possibility. Please don't get me wrong. But there are certain things about Justin Baldoni that still have me looking at him like, I don't know. I don't know, because that phone message that man sent to that lady creeped me out as soon as I heard him breathing into the phone. It was like a moment, and I sped it up for y'all. I sped it up. But when you play it regular, the amount of time that he was hi, like just I think I read that one. Eases, thank you so much for becoming a member, love. Tiana, thank you for the super chat. He's responding to her 10-page text, basically threatening him with the power of her husband and her bestie Taylor Swift, trying to force him to change his script for her script because people don't take her seriously. Yeah, I understand all that. Thank you for that. I understand. I got it. Like I said, he said that he was responding to her text. I got all of that. That's why I said I didn't have a problem with the timing and all of that. I didn't care that it was 2:00 in the morning and that the tone is the problem. And also, you're sending a 6-7 long message, like I said, trying to placate her because you said that she was flipping out, just like you said in a comment. But then that would also make me listen to this message as somebody that's not being sincere. I'm now listening to this message that he sent her, knowing that he's only saying this shit to placate her, and he really doesn't feel that way. You see what I'm saying? That still makes me look at him weird. That still made me look at him weird. That's all, y'all. We could agree to disagree on this. Yes, that was sped up, y'all. And then if I would have sped it up more, y'all wouldn't have been able to understand what he was saying. So I had to keep it at like 1.5, y'all, because I was trying to speed that shit up to be less than 7 minutes. Okay. But yeah, no, I get that. I understand. Blake was trying to control the movie. I got it, y'all. But that voice message was creepy as fuck to me. Yes, we can agree that they're all weirdos, girl. Speaking of other weirdos, can we get into the Keita Rose of it all? Okay. So I feel like I want to play some of Keita Rose and what she's been saying. Let me go to her page and then we'll play, because I think we already did 4 and 5, maybe. I think I'll do 6 and 7 with y'all. And then we'll get into what Ace released. Got my girl looking crazy out here. All right. Y'all like the video? Y'all subscribe to the channel, girl? Are y'all following BondyBlue Bites? Are y'all following BondyBlue Bites? Are you following me, girl? Or are you just being in the bushes like Homer Simpson, bitch? Okay. I did not save these. Oh, well, you know what? I wonder if it works better when I use YouTube. Y'all let me know. I'm about to pull it up on YouTube because she's been posting these on her YouTube. If the YouTube works better and it doesn't echo, can y'all please let me know? It would be greatly, greatly appreciated.
Hello, my
All those things that I'll be satisfied.
Hello, Crash Show. So thank you for watching episode 6 of Who the F Did I Work For? Had to censor myself trying to take my pages. If you no longer see me on any of the platforms, follow my YouTube. That means Mojo Jojo 1. So there's a rumor that Mojo Jojo is smashing everybody on the cast, and I don't know where y'all came up with that. But I do know I did say he was dibbling and dabbling for show. Yeah, no, I said that.
Okay, so it's still echoing. Okay, girl, hold up. Hold up, girl. Hold up. You see how back was coming through now. What's that? Hold up. Let me see, y'all. Let me see if I can connect us in another way. Will this work? Oh.
Got something on my shirt.
Thank you for the massage, fun salt water daughter. It's not that bad. I know it's not that bad. People just be tripping out. I know, girl. People just be tripping out. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see if that works. Okay, let's try it.
So this is my very first tour. I'm getting to perform. I'm seeing new fans in new cities. I love this experience, but I'm starting to get irritated, and I'm telling K-Love this. I'm starting to get irritated at Mojo Jojo and the things he would say on stage, especially like if you're in an otherwise healthy and happy marriage, and he decides to cheat on you, your husband decides to cheat on you, you shouldn't leave because otherwise, like other than that, you were happy. Well, clearly we weren't happy. Because I'm getting cheated on. So that's the stuff that I would say that would make him very mad. And he would only show that after we got off stage. So then I realized, okay, I'm going to have to censor myself because he's not going to let me really express. So aside from all the women that, like the fans that would sleep with Mojo Jojo, because this is when I found out that tour life means a lot of effing is going on. A lot of boot scooting boogieing. So aside from all the women that he would sleep with on tour, he would sleep with, you know, his assistants. So I met one of his assistants that let me know that he get down. Got a couple kinks as well. I'm not shaming it, but it does involve throw up. So Kit Kat ain't the only one that just loves bodily functions. Bodily fluids, I meant. I'm sorry.
Could y'all hear it? Was it still echoing during that time? No, I know. Like, that's gross. I think, a lot of people are into kinks that, literally make you want to throw up. Okay, well, y'all are just going to have to deal with it for this one because there's nothing I can do about it. Sorry.
Really frazzled by a lot of all this. I don't kink shame, but I don't think it's wrong to be kink surprised. Imagine a close friend being like, I just need to be pooped on. Every day I think about it. Love it. So after every show, we like to go out and eat, celebrate. And I remember being in Dayton, Ohio, and talking to his wife and his wife, and basically telling them that they had amazing husbands because I seen them do their job and go home. And they really showed me that married men can absolutely be in front of a whole bunch of women that are open and ready to pop it up, to pop it out. They can see that and say, what I got at home is more precious, and go to the hotel room and not be frazzle-dazzling in the lobby. And this is where I learned that cheating on your significant other or your spouse doesn't only hurt your significant other, but it really makes everybody around the situation feel uncomfortable. Because as I'm speaking to these ladies, his girl comes up and says, well, what about Mojo Jojo? You're saying he's faithful. What about him? So I would like to take a poll. If you knew that your boss was unfaithful and at the company Christmas party, his wife asks you, what are you going to say? Are you going to tell her the truth, or are you going to say, yeah, he's absolutely faithful. He's just like the rest of them. He's doing good. Well, if your answer was not the latter one, because mine was, I looked at her right in her face and I was like, he is faithful. Yeah, he really loves you. I didn't know what else to say. I did not want to lose my job. I was put in a very awkward situation. Me and that girlfriend weren't close then. Now we are, but we weren't close then, and I just didn't know what to do. And that's when I realized how selfish. He put me in this situation. Now I might be wrong, but he put me in that situation. He didn't even have a type. Some wheelchair. Little hand, I'm not trying to be rude. It didn't matter. It didn't matter the disability. Not to say anybody was like not able to function. I don't think he took advantage of anyone. They were able, but the disabled, they're able. You hear what I'm saying? The disabled is able. They get down. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay. So let me say this. So what she is talking about is saying, like, because she's responding as they're going. So, like, she didn't plan this shit out, right? She didn't plan to, like, tell you blow by blow everything that has happened. What she is talking about, and the reason why because I'm like, why are you talking about it now? She's talking about it now because he didn't pay her. All of this is about the fact that he did not pay her. She's been working, going on shows, doing podcasts. He has not paid her. And then he decided to fire her after the fact that he's not paid her. Okay. So what we are hearing is her responding to posts that are being made as she's talking about this shit. So since the last time she posted one, he said something or somebody has said something. And so then she gets up and responds to that instead of continuing the story on. But we'll get to the next one.
Want a big platform to shit on the people you used to work with?
I want to shit on the people I used to work with. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, my fellow crash outs reporting for duty. A lot of you said, Keita, where's episode 7? Right? Where's episode 7? Because it was Sunday. I can't do that on the Lord's Day. Uh-oh. Looks like they're trying to take a real ninja down. It's funny. Everybody's okay with peeing and throwing up until you talk about it. And now I'm doing something wrong. Okay. So I just want to make a couple of things clear before we start this episode, because I really want to thank all of you for reaching out again. Every time I open my DMs, I'm getting a lot of love. And I know that there's a lot of hate too, but let me show you what a leader is. A leader knows that hate's going to come. So I'm checking my DMs and I see a DM from this guy and I'm thinking to myself, oh, he's probably going to say, sis, keep your head up. It's going to be okay. Like most of the DMs. Only I was surprised. So as you can see in 2021, I said, what's up? And Calamar said, man, I got this skit for us to do. I know a lot of you are saying, wait, what does that have to do with tonight's conversation podcast? This is a little bonus segment because I'm going to show you guys how I'm coming. If you think that you can speak to me disrespectfully, I don't care that I'm pissing off y'all's kings and queens of pee and doo-doo. It's not my concern, but it's also not your fight. So I'm thinking Calamar is cool, right? And so, because I said, what's up? He's like, man, I want to do this skit 2021. Fast forward to 2025, okay? I used to look at you like a smart businesswoman, but to find out you quit the radio for a podcast, girl, you dumb as fuck. K104 been around 20 years. You left stability for a funky ass podcast. You should know better. Thanks for the financial advice, Calamar. I'm really going to use it next time. I'm going to give some advice now.
She about to go in on him, and we don't even need all of that. So I'm going to move on to the ace thing. But she proceeds to go in on this young man, like in the worst way possible after he sent her this message. I also felt like, why do you feel like you should be DMing somebody telling them they're stupid for the choices they made in their life? Y'all are really weird about that. Y'all are really weird about that. Because essentially, no job is secure. I worked at a news station. They were always looking for a way to try to fire me. Like, they were always trying to look for a way to give you less benefits. They was trying to find a way to give you less sick days. Like, why do y'all act like the regular jobs won't lay your ass off just as fast as you can lose a TikTok channel or a YouTube channel? Like, a job one day can walk in and be like, you know, we're downsizing. We're going to let everybody go. I'm gonna let her finish for a little bit and then we're gonna skip.
Be careful for the people that find pleasure in your pain. Like when you tell somebody bad news and you see that their corners of their mouth are like going up because it's like, ooh, those people been preying on you for a minute and they couldn't wait to let you know that you failed. A lot of you would like to know what happened with me on K104 and I didn't say anything. What? You mean you can leave a job and not say anything to anybody even though thousands of people are asking you, where'd you go every day? Even a year after? I can do that. This time I chose not to. So I used to work for the best radio show in Dallas, Didi in the Morning with Jay Cruz, Didi McGuire, JJ Williamson, Trey G, and yeah, it was a vibe. I said K104 wanted to pay me $50 and then wanted me to take a price cut. I made triple then. So he's like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. That shit went up. Like, Johnny left with $50,000. You still my girl. I'm not your girl. We're not even friends. I didn't even respond to your skit request, and that's why you're mad. No hate to anybody. If I'm already making $150, I don't want to keep making $50. I understand staying at a company for 45,000 years, but that's not what I like to do. I was on tour for 2 years. I was making about $150, and I decided to get another job because
a whole fucking weekend. If you know me, you know that's like a record. I've been a content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, for a couple years now. And I've had a job. And I went to school at the same fucking time. I still have a job. I've never stopped working.
Imagine being on tour from Friday to Sunday, working sometimes two shows each day, and then flying back home Sunday in order to be at work at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m. Monday through Friday, and then Friday after your shift ends at 10 at the radio, you hop on a plane and go to whatever city so that you can start your other job. And I didn't work 2 jobs because I had a money problem, a gambling issue, an alcohol problem, or a spending problem, or any of that. I worked 2 jobs. I never stopped working because I like money. Now my nervous system felt safer here. I love Dallas. I love the people. I love everything about this situation, but the money wasn't money. I was tired. I said, okay, well, let me go to the boss. So I went to talk to Gio and I'm like, hey, you know, contract with the dog. He's like, everyone wants to worry about contracts. Everyone cares about contracts, but do you work? How about you do good work? I do good work. That's why I'm talking to you about a contract. He said I was something along the lines of you're just a content creator. But I later found out why Gio didn't really want me there. I have a bachelor's degree in media, and that was my first, radio job ever, and it happened to be on the best morning show ever. So I did pretty well. I wasn't just a content creator because you wouldn't have chosen me if that were the case. But see, advice number 2: be careful for when you stand up for what you're worth. Be careful for those people that when you do that, they try to devalue you. You aren't worth that. Ha! You think you worth that? You ain't worth that. I promise you I am, and I'm gonna show you. I say goodbye to everybody that I love, and then I started doing brand deals and made about $15,000 to $20,000 in 30 seconds to a minute. So I knew I had to do that no more. I was gonna be just fine. I don't know what Lady J, I don't know nothing about this, and I don't know how you know. Also, Lady J was working there for like 10 plus years. So whatever she left with, she probably deserved. I wasn't gonna stay no 10, 20, 30, 40. I said I quit K104 when Gio said there's no money in radio. They wanted to give me pennies. Gio said I was just a creator that sits in her car and talk. But that's why they hired me. LOL. I miss LOL. I made $150 off rip with the pod, so Lady J was there 16 years, you idiot. Oops. Sorry. And as I type this, I still make more than you. I'm not trying to shit on you, but calling me stupid when we both in Dallas is wild. So is it like smoke, or did you just want to call me out my name while I'm going through hard times? I'm not your girl, bitch. I don't even know you. Because I don't even know you. He says I'm the latter, and I don't live in Dallas. And it could be smoke. Shit, I ain't tripping. I was so scared when he said that. I was so scared. Now you mad as fuck. If I was in your position, I'd be mad too. And you definitely don't make more than me. Ooh, man. Sorry, y'all, making a pizza. Okay, I said, what position? You think I'm broke? Ha! I'm charging it up to owe me money. Unfortunately, I had to crash out for him to hear me. But guess what? We're close to solving everything. I don't know why bitches like you. You can just talk to women. You don't know anyway. You're balding. You're not funny. And we shouldn't be speaking.
So look, she went on to read the fuck out of him, but that's what I really wanted to get to when she said that we're close to handling everything. So let me play the clip.
You keep making promises. So we're going to do the $300,000 NDA. I'm going to sign it today.
Wait, is it me? Because I can't hear it. I couldn't hear it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, girl. Let me switch back because now I can't hear. Because I don't know what's going on, girl. Oh, what's going on? It's a trial and a tribulation.
You keep making promises. So we're going to do the $300,000 NDA. I'm going to sign it today. I'm going to get wired the money today. The agreement will say by 5:30 this will all be done. I will show you proof of me. Stop playing with me. Enough talking. I'm about to take a shower now. And I have to call Daniel.
Hey, can I ask you
Think
one?
about that. And let's have another conversation.
Keita, can I ask
and
you
if
one?
that conversation doesn't go the way Daniel needs it to go, about what me and you agreed, then I'm never speaking to you again because I'm tired of it. I need to create my content so I can work. Some of us don't have all this money that we can go around and make lives and go to basketball games and do all this and ha ha ha. Some of us have to just feed our children. So I'm gonna either work, or we gonna work, or I'ma work. You decide. And I'm not saying I need it wired. I'm gonna get that wired today.
No.
Or we have no. We solve this by 5:30. Until midnight last night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to work, but I'm still fucking around with your bitch ass. Now I said we were friends, but we ain't that goddamn close until we make a motherfucking deal. So make it, nigga, and make the right one.
Let's just make the deal, Ace, and we can move forward, and you can get squared away, and we can get squared away, and everything can be finished. Do you think you can solve it by 5:30?
Mary, we got a long way to 5:30. I've been working on this all morning, since we all talked. Hold on, Keita. Let me.
And less time talking to me.
So look, just call me back.
I gotta do my Patreon.
Call me back at 1. Call me back at 1. All right, call me back. Mary.
Sign the NDA. Yes.
Mary.
Yes. Go ahead. Yes.
Hey, Mary, 5 minutes because you work for me. Because you work for me.
All right.
5 minutes with this one.
Go ahead.
All right. Look, maybe just have her call me back at 1. I don't know. We right. You know what I'm saying? We right there. We literally are right here.
So can you
If
this deal don't go through by 5:30, it's no deal. That's what I'm telling you. I'm tired of this. I'm not gonna give you 80 days. Sue me in court. Let's go to court. And I'm gonna blog the whole fucking goddamn experience, just like I'm blogging this one. Go ahead. Play with me.
Y'all gotta stop playing with people money in this climate, man. Oh, sorry, y'all. When she said, make the right decision, nigga. Yo, there's some older woman. There's some older woman that was a sharecropper that came out of that lady voice when she said that shit. Oh my God. It was, make the right decision, nigga. I'm sorry, y'all. I am tickled by the way she was completely crashing out. Y'all, I'm sorry. There aren't a lot of things that I feel like people should crash out about, but my motherfucking money, that's one of them things, y'all. That's one of them things. I'm sorry. And even the way he said, oh, I still have things to work on. To me, it sounds like you're trying to find a way to not have to pay her. And then he was trying to make it seem like she was extorting him. And it's like, no, this is money you owe her. This is money you owe her. Like, what? That's not an extortion. Either you pay me what you owe me, or I'm going to continue to spray the shit that I've kept close to the vest. I imagine there are some things that she has not talked to us about yet. Because, I can only picture somebody's strong, tall, great grandmama standing on a porch. Make the right decision. You better make the right decision, nigga. Yeah, it's given he's stalling. It's given he's stalling. And honestly, I would be upset. I would be feeling the way as well. Especially if people have been playing in my face already and I was trying to be nice about it. And it's like, now you about to take me to the point where. So I think he was antagonizing her. Like, he posted this. So I think he was antagonizing her. And the reason why I say that, stalling, not wanting to be clear, because what's taking so long? We either agree to this or we're not going to agree to this. Like, either you can afford to pay that girl what you owe her, or you can afford to pay her a certain point. So to me, the way he cut it and put it up there, it was to make her sound crazy. But it's like, how long were y'all on the phone before she got to that point? Because people get on the phone and they be real calm, their nerves be bad, but they like, all right, so what we gonna do? And by the time you get 20, 30 fucking minutes, nigga, just pay my motherfucking money. Oh my god. Let me see if I can find the live that she did. Oh, she may be weary. Young girls, they do get weary wearing that same old shaggy dress. Yeah. But while she's there waiting, try a little tenderness. Yeah. So people I'm looking at her Instagram, and it seems as if people are quitting. People are quitting their subscription to the podcast because people are paying money for the podcast. And it seems as if people are unsubscribing and deleting, you know what I'm saying? Because of the way Keita is being treated. Girl. This is good to see. I really only know Keita. Like, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Keita is the only person from tonight's conversation that I follow, and I've only, heard about the podcast because of clips on TikTok. Okay. But I don't see the live on her page, so I'm guessing she must have went live on TikTok. And child, I ain't got time for all that. Hopefully she'll post another one and she'll talk and explain what has happened since negotiations. But let me see, because I believe there was more that he said. Okay, so to the fans of Ace Metaphor Production, and tonight's conversation, I am sharing this sensitive information only because of an unlawful attempt by Keita Rose to extort $500,000 from me and her failed effort to defame my character and secure an unlawful payday. I feel it's necessary to inform my supporters of the truth. As many of you know, I've always prided myself on being an open book. My journey, including the challenges I faced, have given me the insight needed to offer meaningful relationship advice. Out of respect for my ex-wife's privacy and in accordance with legal requirements surrounding my expungement, I have never publicly shared these details until now. As I've shared before, my past has shaped me and given me the life experiences I use to offer. Okay, so he's going on and on about himself. Here's my story. Sir, I'm not about to read all of that. Pay the lady. And Keita said, Ace called me first, offered $500,000 because he didn't want the truth out. This is after 3 days from morning till midnight of him trying to negotiate. But I recorded all the calls. So must suck to be ugly and dumb. So apparently, like I said, she said this was after 3 days, morning till night negotiations. And he's the one that offered $500,000. And she said she was making $150K. And then also, this is not just about him not paying her for being on the podcast. This is about him taking over her merch and not giving her the money from her merch line. So yeah, he was doing a lot of crooked, shit. No, I didn't see Kitty's video. I don't know why it's Keita Rose and Kitty Rose. That them names is too close together, Jesus. but I did not see hers. She dropped a video responding to Key. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Even though I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this is me being like, y'all talk about being biased. This is me being biased. Let's see. So she posted this. I want to take a moment to personally address recent allegations made against me. These claims are completely false. Yeah, okay. It's all a lie. Integrity and respect. False accusations. Parts of my past have been misrepresented. Blah, blah, blah. My journey has shaped my passion for healing. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't see again. Hold on, wait, hold on.
Woman's woman. And before I even get into this rant, let me go ahead and say this right now. Let me clear something up real quick, because I know it's a lot of y'all women, and yes, I'm drinking my coffee in a straw. It is a lot of y'all women who feel as though I have an agenda. I do have an agenda. Yes. To make sure that women heal, that's the agenda. So yes, I am going to hold women accountable because I am a woman and I was once broken. So
okay, yeah. So I'm guessing her response was on TikTok. Oh my God. She was talking about God in the video, girl. Okay, yeah. Now I'm not gonna waste my time with that. He wanted to replace Keita. That's obvious. She's lying, girl. I don't know what to believe. All I know is I do believe when Keita says you owe me some money. I do believe that, because niggas do like to not pay people. I do believe that, girl. That's how it be out here. Let me see. What have we've gone through? Okay, so now let's do this last part. Well, second to last part. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe it.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. I get the money and flip it and make some food. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
Okay. So I know, we were going back and forth about this because a lot of y'all, felt like, oh, she too big to get in that car. And I'm just like, I don't think y'all are being for real. Somebody like, she 400 pounds. I'm like, I don't know if she's 400 pounds, but let's say she was 400 pounds. If you had three adult males in the back seat, 3 adult males can fit in the back of a Honda Accord, which is what I believe that was. Either way, if 3 or 4 people can fit inside your car, then that one girl that's 400 pounds can fit. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, I know we're about to, it needs to be evenly distributed. Bitch, lay down on the back seat, bitch. Sit in the middle. The fuck? Okay? But to me, that comment about his car already, when he rolled up to me, and that's why I said in the comments, if his car is not up to par, he shouldn't be driving, period. Like, you can't deal with her being in your car, then you probably can't deal with somebody that will call an Uber and have 3 or 4 people that they wanted to get into a car. He acting like it's the elevator. I can't stand y'all. Okay. Either way, to me, it was discrimination. It was. And to me, I feel like she was ordering Lyft. to tell her to order Uber XL, like they're the same company or something like that. That was kind of wild. But to me, I felt like you already have a rinky-dink car. Maybe you should have a better car if you're going to be ride sharing and picking people up, because you don't know how much people are going to wait. And if somebody did decide to come, like, right, if you can have people that's close to 200 pounds, 200-pound people can be in a car. And I don't know if y'all have seen, but sometimes people are just tall. It doesn't mean they have to be fat in order to be, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I just felt like it wasn't cool. Yes, he can decide if he said he didn't want her in his car, that's fine. But she can then sue you for discrimination, because it was discrimination. And I just kind of feel like it was rude. And I feel like if you're going to have, those types of energies around big people, then maybe you shouldn't be in a public service. My friend is big. I'm not body shaming, but she's an easy 350. I had a big friend. He was about 400 pounds, always had blowouts on the driver tire. She needs a truck. I'm sorry. I understand what you're saying, but if you're always blowouts on the driver tire, that's mean that he's always driving on the driver's side. He's always in the same car, driving, putting the same amount of weight in the same car over and over again. This is not that. This is a ride share. Okay. This is not the same person sitting on the driver's side consistently. It's somebody getting in the back seat of the car to be dropped off. It's not the same scenario, but I understand what you mean. Also, I feel like we don't really know her weight. And that's another thing. Yes, she looks big, but she also looks short. So I feel like you don't know her weight enough for y'all to be in the comments talking about, oh, her weight is too much for that car. And they said the car is only supposed to be 170 a person. Like, shut the fuck up. America is full of big ass people. And to be honest, if you don't want people to be big as fuck, stop feeding them food that makes them blow up like this. You got all this shit in the food. All y'all do is want to sell motherfuckers McDonald's and Burger King and shit like that. Y'all don't want to feed them healthy foods. The healthy foods are more expensive than the cheap food that everybody eats. So to me, I feel like y'all need to chill the fuck out, okay? Because y'all make people this big in this country. Other countries don't have people that be walking around this big as much as they do in America. And that's another thing. Maybe y'all live in the north and people aren't that big in the north. In the south, motherfuckers is this big. It is discrimination, y'all. I want y'all to stop acting like it's not discriminatory. It is discriminatory. It's discriminating against her weight. Your weight is too much, so I'm not letting you get in my car. It is absolutely discrimination. Now, whether his car was going to be able to handle all her weight, man, get the fuck out of here. Because if 3 people that was at least 170 got in the back seat of that car, it probably would have equaled her same weight. Okay, so people are definitely big in Detroit. Okay. And I maybe it was just me growing up, but the way they used to pack people in them fucking Hondas, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I feel like most of y'all are just fat phobic. Like, and if a lawyer says that this goes against, the laws, and there are laws in place that protect, people from being discriminated against for their weight, and she obviously has a case if they picked up the case. Now, will she win it? I don't know. Lyft probably got a lot of money. At 420, I never messed up a car. I feel like his car was already broke down. Exactly. Cars weigh a ton. Like, why are we acting like like she was about to topple the car or some shit? She not getting in the kitty car. The fuck? Okay, so y'all telling the people they ain't shit in the chat? Good. Keep telling them. Keep telling them. This is discriminatory to me. She is big, but to me, she ain't that damn big. His car would have been fine. And if your car is that broke down that it can't handle her weight, then your car don't need to be handling nobody. I don't want to ride in your car. I don't want to ride in that shit. I'm mad you pulling up to me in that shit. A lot of y'all be wanting to make y'all money in them little rinky dink ass cars. And I get it. I understand it. But you should just do DoorDash. Don't ask nobody to come get in your fucking car. You pulling up and he was trying to be slick because you're a Lyft driver. You're a Lyft driver. This isn't Uber talking about you need to order Uber XL. I feel like it was somebody just being mean. I feel like it was somebody just being an asshole. And I think they more likely to do that to black women than they do to other people. If it was a fat white man, I bet you he would let the fat white man get in his car. Well, because it's a black girl that's this big, you automatically like, I don't want that big black bitch in my car. Like people who are from other places have a lot of like racist epithets towards black people. So you add weight on top of blackness, it'll give you double reason to treat somebody like shit. And I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all treat people like shit. Y'all treat people like shit out here. Y'all really act like it's okay to mistreat people because they big and they should lose weight. You sound crazy. A lot of y'all in the comments, y'all are mean. Y'all are disrespectful. And to me, it's discrimination. It is. And if she can sue him, good for her. Good for her. And there was somebody talking about, you go pick her up. Bitch, I don't drive Uber. I don't drive Lyft. And if I did, my car could have handled her weight. Bitch, my Toyota could have handled her weight. My Highlander could have handled her weight. He was rude. I know y'all think he wasn't being rude, but him saying, you need to order Uber XL. Like, and she said as soon as she walked up, he was already making noises and shit. Just because somebody is not calling you a fat bitch and telling you to get away from their car and saying that they'll refund you, the money, that don't mean that they wasn't being discriminatory. That's what I thought. Like that cars were made of thousands of pounds and shit. I thought cars was made of metal, girl. Okay, y'all acting like the cars are made out of plastic or some shit like that. Yes, microaggression. Yes, and I think a lot of y'all think that it's okay that she was treated this way because y'all think it's okay to treat big people like this because they shouldn't be that big. That's how you feel. I don't feel like that. I feel like that's a separate conversation. Could Miss Ma'am use, a little workout regimen, a little walk around the block, twice a day, 30 minutes, girl? Maybe. But at the end of the day, out here in this world, it's some big ass people in this world, and y'all can't just go around treating people like shit because you feel like they don't deserve to be treated better because they're big. Okay? And that's what I was thinking. She's not too big to walk, so how is she too big to get in a car? Usually people that's too big to get in a car can't get through the door. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't even get through the door to get out. You got to have somebody come, crane lift them out that motherfucker. And also, young girl, please don't get me wrong. You always big yourself up. Okay, I'm not being facetious. You always speak good on yourself the way you do. Cause she was, like, y'all not about to treat me, girl. Talk your shit. But also, remember, you could die. That's all. But I don't think them people was right.
This Lyft driver.
I don't think them people was right. I don't think them people was right. Little cute big self. She's cute. She's cute. Okay. Look, she's sitting in that chair. So you mean to tell me a chair could hold her up, but a car can't? Y'all get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't agree with y'all. Go to bed. Go to hell. Y'all discriminatory. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. I don't give a fuck about no big bitches got compact cars all the time. Hear that shit. All right, let's move on. Let's move on because y'all wrong. Okay, so yesterday we was talking about Jeannie Mai. We was talking about, not yesterday, but the other day we was talking about Jeannie Mai, and that's when we got in that argument about mice. And y'all was arguing with me about mice. Because y'all like to argue about anything. So we're gonna argue about mice, right? Well, apparently the 911 call that Jeannie Mai made to the police reached the internet today, girl. Let's hear it.
Check on an emergency.
My name is Jeannie Mai, and I'm calling because I have a court order to be able to enter my old home. I'm going through a divorce right now. My old home, and I'm here now, and the owner isn't permitting me in. So I wanted to ask if there's an officer who can help me come out and make a report of the situation, or at least try once more to see if there's a way with the police here to possibly allow me entry into the home.
Gotcha. And just repeat that address for me, please. Gotcha. Is this a house or an apartment?
This is a house.
Gotcha. Can I get your phone number? Yes, ma'am. We can get an officer out there to assist you. Is the other occupant of the home there, or is it just you?
No, he has the I'm here with my assistant and security. Movers are going to be on the property in about 30 minutes, and he has a house manager here. So he's not on the premises.
But you are at this time, correct?
But I am at this time, correct?
Okay. And you're trying to gain access into the home?
Yes, that's
okay. Gotcha. And how long have you been there again?
How long has what, sorry?
How long have you been on the property again?
I've been here since 9:45.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm sorry, 8 a.m.
No, here's 1 second.
No problem.
You told me that they're not on scene right now.
He has a house manager representing him here, but no.
Okay, and can you tell me your name again?
N-N-I-E. My last name is M-A-I.
Gotcha. Okay. We're getting units en route to you now.
Did you say that again?
Yes, ma'am. We're getting units en route to you now.
A route to unit now. Okay, do you have an idea about how long it would be, just so I'm kind of prepared?
We don't give out EPAs, but they are heading it to you as we speak.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay.
All right. I see y'all in the comments calling that lady a Karen. Okay. So apparently this is the phone conversation, the 911 audio that she made when she called the Atlanta police after she was denied access to Jeezy's Georgia home so she could grab her stuff. And when she finally got a glimpse of her stuff, she said it was a hot mess. Jeannie pulled up to the house with the movers and security, ready to collect her things per court order. But when she got there, the house manager, allegedly following Jeezy's orders, told her she wasn't allowed inside. Even after showing a court order that said she had the right to grab her stuff, they still refused. That's when Jeannie called the cops to handle the situation. Now, when Jeannie finally saw her belongings, she claimed they were basically trashed. Water damage everywhere, mouse traps set up in a garage, and boxes chewed up by rodents. Even some of her awards were scratched and broken, just sitting there like leftovers at a picnic for rats. This messy situation is just another chapter in the fallout between Jeannie and Jeezy. Okay, so I know, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all hate me. I know I'm the fucking worst. I recognize that. But I feel as if when it comes to Jeannie and Jeezy, I am being forced to act as if Jeannie is the problem in this situation, when I feel like this is clearly Jeezy constantly being an asshole at every turn because he's resentful towards her. I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning is, but to me, it sounds like you let her shit get fucked up. Sounds like you allowed for her shit to remain fucked up. You didn't make any, you didn't make any effort to make sure her things were kept safe until she came to get them, which is petty and stupid. Because now I feel like, is it a possibility she may be able to sue him? Especially if she can prove, like, how did the shit get wet in the first place? Because to me, it wasn't even just about the fact that it was eaten up by rodents. I think it sounds as if, to be fucked up, he might have wet all of her shit. I've seen people do stuff like that. They want to ruin somebody's stuff. You throw the holes on it and wet everything and then just leave it there. What happens when you leave it wet? It mildews. And when it mildews, that will definitely bring rodents. So to me, what he did in this moment was all out of spite. And I know y'all want to call Jeannie a Karen, but what was she supposed to do? Like, what was she supposed to do if she showed up with security, with a moving van to get her stuff, and you told your house manager not to let her in to get anything? And I imagine it's because he felt like the house manager probably could not stop her from coming in and going into other parts of the house or getting other things. So maybe that was even better for her just to ask for the police to be there so she can get what she has a court order and a document to get. But to me, I feel like this just makes me look at Jeezy like he's just the worst. I'm sorry, y'all. I will continue to see him as one of these ain't shit ass niggas. I'm sorry. Like, this is way, like, why you couldn't just let the girl get her stuff? Matter of fact, why didn't you send it to her? You have money. You have means. If she was waiting too long and you was really done with it and all of that, why you didn't have it? Send it somewhere for her. Like, send it to her. Like, it should, to me, what we see consistently whenever they're reporting on them, to me, is that he is always being vindictive. Always like being an asshole. To me, that's just how it seems to me, y'all. Okay. And I also don't have a lot of faith in rappers. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have a lot of faith in rappers to be respectful to women, even though they pretend to be respectful and like women for the 5 minutes that they're trying to manipulate them out of coochie and money and access and babies or whatever the fuck he wanted out of her. To me, you can't make me feel like these rappers out here be good dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, a lot of the times they have to prove they're a good dude in order for me to believe they're a good dude. But I'm not believing Jeezy, the fucking snowman, is a good guy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not believing that. I just don't. Like, you would have to like really showcase that repeatedly in order for me to feel that way. And I feel like what I have seen from him is, yes, more of a overinflated sense of ego, more of him trying to be, pseudo intellectual at this point in his life in order to, I guess, separate himself from the drug dealing life that he, had before, that image, to try to graduate into a more intellectual. He had the book, he married an Asian woman, had a biracial baby. The nigga was trying to whiten his image. He was trying to unnigger his image by using this Asian lady, and it didn't work out the way they thought it was gonna work out. Child, when I tell you I couldn't stand that Nia Long interview, I feel like that Nia Long interview let me know everything I needed to know. You hate your mama, you don't like women, and we're gonna see you disrespect and act out your hatred of women in your relationships because you don't like your mama. Because your mama wasn't shit, apparently. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. But I just want to say, like, most of these rich men seemingly hate their moms, and we find out about it with the way they handle the women that they're in relationships with. Somebody just said, Chad in the comments, Chad, another one. He couldn't stand his mama either. So it's not going to it's not going to surprise me, that he mistreats women or is stingy with them or is always defensive with them. Like, you always, you don't want to do what's fair because you feel like if you do what's fair, you're letting her get over on you because you're not making it hard for her. You need to make it hard for her, nigga. To me, that's what I feel like a lot of times with men, period. When, a situation with a woman and they're now angry at a woman they used to fuck, they have to make life hard for her. Okay? And no, not, you heard what I said, not even just the rich ones, child. I see that on a daily day, on a day-to-day basis with people in my tax bracket. We are not rich. Okay? And it happens every day, B. Every day, B. Okay, let's move on. Y'all want to talk about other ain't shit husbands, girl? We was up here talking about Annie. Well, Annie's husband had a message for everybody.
Yo, my people, man. Nobody have my accounts. Let me talk with y'all one talk. Understand? I come in peace.
So he's saying, ain't nobody hack his page. He filed for divorce. Now, yesterday, y'all heard Annie screaming into the phone, to that hoarse. Girl, when you scream till you get hoarse, till your voice is cracking, you're doing too much. You're crying, you're screaming, you're slobbering. Okay, it's too much, girl. All right. Now, this is not hood, these African, but they are African artists. And to me, a lot of these African artists fashion themselves after rappers from here. Girl, you can't tell me no different. Anyway, he said, Baba, official to Baba, said, hello to my beautiful people of all federations. Well, this thing, I have to say, is short, but also long. I and Annie McCauley have been separated for a while now and currently filed divorce. I will grant a press release soon to say my story, not because it's anyone's right to know about my personal life, but because I love my people and I need them to know my innocence or offense. Stay blessed, my people. I love you all. What do you mean your innocence or your offense? Sir, you've been cheating on that lady as long as we've been knowing y'all. What are you going to get up here and tell us? That that's not the case? Don't you have children outside of y'all relationship? Boy, what? This is what's best for Annie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing makes me sick like a man who runs to social media when things go south in his relationship. Disgusting. Annie does not walk alone. Raz, put on your rain boots and go feel the rain on your skin. You will weather this storm. Make friends with the silence. It will teach you a lot. Annie, you are the moment.
Lord, shower her with peace because her heart demands it. Lord, show her love. Show her that the love that she has for herself and you overpower the love that she has for anyone else. Lord, show her grace.
Okay, pray over that lady because she needed. Pray over that lady because she need it. But that's crazy to me how a nigga, sit up there and disrespect you and cheat on you over and over and over and over and over again. And then he got the nerve to be sitting up there looking healthy while you was looking sickly, and he telling you that he filing for divorce because he's sick of this. He's sick of you. He's sick of you, girl. This is why you don't let them niggas play with you like that. This is why you don't let them niggas play with you like that. Oh my God. Yes, he should leave. It is absolutely good for a cheating husband to leave somebody. Thank you, Lord. I hope she gonna make it out all right, but he just confirmed it. She was online screaming into the phone. Child, only person that didn't see this coming was Annie. He is a clown. I'm glad he initiated the divorce. She wasn't going to do it. I hope she realizes he did her a favor. Girl. To make it worse, Annie is actually in rehab, and he chose this moment to further put her down. Ooh. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all that she was tweaking? Didn't I tell y'all that she was tweaking? Okay. I hope she be all right. It was a beautiful woman. And she was a beautiful, young woman before she got with him. Child, y'all see this with Karen Huger, huh? Karen Huger fires her lawyer amid guilty DUI verdict, asks judge to postpone her sentencing because she's in rehab. Y'all see how the stories all kind of lining together? Annie's in rehab. Now Karen's in rehab. They try to make me go to rehab. I won't go. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, no. I ain't got the time. And if my daddy thinks I'm fine, he try to make me go to rehab. I said, no. Y'all do miss me some Amy Winehouse, bitch. Anyway, according to In Touch Weekly, Karen gave her lawyers the boot after she was found guilty of DUI. If y'all recall, Karen claimed she would be found innocent, but after the guilty verdict was brought down and the surveillance footage was released, it was clear that Karen was under the influence at the time of the accident. With Karen firing her attorney, she's also asking a judge to postpone her sentencing due to her currently being in rehab. Luckily, the judge granted her a pause, moving it from January 29th to February 26th. We gonna see how it's gonna go, girl. Because new lawyers don't mean you wasn't drunk. New lawyers, listen to me. New lawyers don't mean you wasn't drunk. Okay. I don't know what you're gonna do, but figure it out, Miss Karen girl. Work it out, Miss Karen girl. You're looking crazy, Miss Karen girl. Get it together, Miss Karen girl. Okay, so let's move on. All right, people, I'm going to do Married to Medicine. Okay. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I want to try to do it tonight. Because tomorrow I'm gonna be a little bit busy. I have to go and get my hair done and my car fixed. So it's gonna be a day. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to come and give to the people. So I do want to come back for Married to Medicine, but I have not watched it to make notes yet. And I ain't want to give y'all just no clip situation. So I gotta go back and rewatch it and then I set a recording. We might have to save this for tomorrow afternoon, girl. It might have to be tomorrow. It might. We don't see. But I did want to discuss a few things. Okay, so first, let's see what Sweet Tea had to say.
I had turned to Quad and I said, you let this bitch get in your head. And so Quad ran up on me like, well, you let Toya get in your head whenever.
Wait, she ran up on you? Like, you gotta clarify that for us.
Yes, she had got in my face. Like, and it was very random because it's like, why you got all this energy over that? They didn't even show that, and I think that they don't want to. They want us to see us get into it, and that's why they kind of cut things out. They don't want to get too deep. But it has gotten to a point like, no, like it's gotten deep. Because at that point, I'm like, why are you coming at me? Because I said, you let this bitch get in your head. And then she just turned to me and said, like, well, you let Toya get in your head when you uninvited me to the bachelorette party. And I was like, why did you want to be there? But she was chest bumping me. And so even Toya, they didn't sell it, but Toya was like, oh, y'all was chest bumping each other. No, don't make it y'all was chest bumping each other. No, you came to me with that type of energy. But also, why do you have that type of energy towards me jumping in my face like that? It's a jealousy thing or something. It's something that I have that you don't. I have something that you want that you no longer have. I don't know, because what's the real reason why you jumping in my face?
Because then you guys why are we talking about the Bachelorette? Why is that?
I don't even know why that was the topic. That was very random. All I said, I just turned to her and said, you let her get in your head with some BS. And so she was like, no, you let Toya get in your head because you uninvited me to the Bachelorette party and I bought you a candle. And I was like, why would you want to be there?
But this is after the apology?
This is after the apology.
Why are we talking about anything from last season?
I don't know. Because clearly I know she feels a certain way, and I just wish she would just say that. The fact that I'm with Gregory, whether you want to be with Gregory or not, there's something that you upset with me about. Because there's no reason why we should have an issue. But you made it an issue when you was talking all that trash online, and I'm calling you out for it. When you see me put my hat, that's what lady she told me to put my hat back on. When you see that had just what happened. Like when she got in my face and my hat fell off my head, and so she had to go back and sit me down. Y'all gotta understand, while Simone was over at the table, I was eating a damn scallop. you gotta understand why I was over there, because she was trying to calm my nerve, because I know this ain't running up on me. And I said, and here, y'all, because they kept trying to paint me as the aggressor. They didn't show it when we were filming, but they kept trying to, in a way, her and Heavenly, Quad and Heavenly were trying to paint me as the aggressor. And I'm like, how is it I'm aggressive, but she just ran up on me? So I said, well, let me go back and sit down. As much as I want to turn somebody into a tumbleweed, let me sit down.
Okay. I was very confused about what they were talking about, who was invited, who got uninvited, so what. The only reason I wanted to talk about this is because I feel like what I am seeing here, and y'all, I'm open to being wrong. Okay, I need y'all to understand that. This is just my opinion for the moment. It can change. I don't know. I'm not sure, but this is what I'm telling you. What I feel. I feel like Sweet Tea wanted to be with Gregory almost as a way of competing with Quad. To me, I feel like she has always put herself in this competitive position against Quad, from coming into his DMs telling him, I got what you want, which to me is a reference to what Quad couldn't, not give him what he wanted. She did not want to give him what he wanted. And so you DM and say that you can. So for me, I feel like you've always been putting yourself in a competitive situation with Quad. I also feel like even if Heavenly did tell you to come on the show because it would help Quad out, in your mind, that pedestalized you in this situation, because Quad needs my help. Quad needs Gregory and I's help. So if we come on the show, we're helping her. And that makes me feel like I'm in a better position than she is, because I have to come on the show to help her. Even if that's what you told yourself, all of that shit, I still feel like you think that Gregory is some big prize because you are goofy and think an old man with a little bit of change and a nice beard is all of the girls are supposed to want and need in life. Like, I think Quad was done with Gregory before Gregory was done with her. I think on the last reunion when they filed for divorce and he stood in front of that lady and cried, what I felt like in that moment was that they did not want beef with each other, but that he would take her back in a moment if she had changed her mind. So to me, the fact that that man wanted to come on this show, which is about Married to Medicine, which showcases a group of women that, because it's centered around the women. It's not centered around the men. It's centered around the women. Quad was still very much a part of that group, but they were trying to kick her out. So bringing in this woman, I felt like the whole idea was to one up Quad, and it didn't end up working like that, because Miss Quad. Like, Married to Medicine is really not, it's not going to be as entertaining without Miss Quad. Like, that's just what it is to me. Okay. Yes, everybody's replaceable. But ultimately I feel like there's no reason why Quad would be off the show and everybody else would still be on the show. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's about the friend group. It's about the people we've been watching at this point. It doesn't matter who's married to medicine, because why the fuck was Phaedra there? Like, get out of here with that. To me, this was about Gregory wanting to one up Quad and Sweet Tea wanting to one up Quad. to me, I feel like as much as Sweet Tea won't act like she ain't watched, you watched the show. That's why you sent that DM. You probably watched and felt like, girl, I would take good care of that man. Probably got mad at Quad through the screen because you felt like, why is she not giving that man what he want? I would have gave it to him so I could be in that nice house. Like I feel like that's the mentality that you probably had, which is to me, a more immature mentality to have, because money doesn't equal happiness, and men with money are not always generous with that money. And to me, he was very belittling to her. So the controlling thing, the cheating thing, the abusive thing, like there were a lot of things that happened between Gregory and Quad that showcased that Gregory was not always on the up and up in that relationship. So you can't act like he's some prize that you've now stolen from Quad when she was literally like, I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. Here, take it back. I don't want it no more. I don't want it no more. Here, take it. So for you to now be here now talking about it's jealousy, I don't think that's what it is. I think you're an easy target. You're the one outside of this group. At some point, they get tired of arguing with each other and would rather argue with you because it's easier to win an argument with you because you're not as quick on your toes as they are. But I heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that she called her little dating thing, the teach the young girls how to get a grandpa, that shit. That was called Sweet and Savory. And Quad apparently had like a cookbook or a seasoning line called Sweet and Savory. But either way, it is giving, girl, how much you gonna follow in the footsteps? Like it's giving you very much are following in Quad's footsteps, regardless to how you try to make it seem as if she is envious of something that you have. And I was like, what would she be envious of? It doesn't seem as if she can't, like, to me, just looking at it, I don't see it. She has a man. She could get a man. A man isn't that important. I'm sorry, y'all. In the grand scheme of things, when you are healthy, traveling, and you have your own money, a man is fun. It's a great addition, but it's not going to make me feel like I'm less accomplished or less of a full person if I don't have a man when I have all of this other shit. Girl, that man still want me. Like, let's start there. Bye. Anyway, her YouTube series, she calls it Sweet and Savory Chronicles. Okay. And that was so yeah. Okay, got it. So still copying names. Okay. All right, girl. Let's go ahead and see what Heavenly had to say, because Heavenly is still going off about Phaedra.
Better than me. Her finances ain't better than mine. She ain't got shit. In fact, I got more of everything than Phaedra Parks. That's what I want to say about it. That ain't no diss. That ain't no haterade. It's just facts. I got more of everything than she do. More hair, more teeth, more ass. Well, no, maybe not no more ass. I may not know. I'm lying on that one. Anything. But I'm just saying, more education, a better man. What man she got? And the thing about Phaedra is, this is what I think, and I'm going to say it and I'm going to take it back. Phaedra probably do got a man. She just probably ain't going to never let y'all see it. And trust me, he probably one of them old ugly ass Africans that got a whole bunch of money. That's what they want. That's what she want. A whole ugly ass. I don't think this ninja is him. I don't know what this man got. Y'all could Google him, check exclusive. I don't know nothing about this man, but I really don't think this is Phaedra man. I think he's a prompt for the show because she needed to bring a man, and she tried to get a man last year. It didn't work. But Phaedra, you're not better than us. You just not. I know you want to be. And it only takes Apollo to break it down, because he did break it down. And if they don't show it, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what Apollo said and why she does not want to be a part of this group. But anyway, keep moving. These kind of bitches. Now, mind you, I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back. She still ain't wrote the check. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. That's a week later. She talking about I got whatever. She still ain't wrote the check. The man calling about his money. From her, what I understand. He's still calling about the money. He ain't got the check yet. But that's okay. Maybe she busy. She booked it busy. She ain't had time to get the check. And somebody say she need to move money. Move money for $35,000. That mean you ain't no real boss, bitch, because $35 in your checking account right now for most of us. I'm just saying. $35,000 was made today for most of us. Well, for me, I don't know about nobody else. But anyway.
Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the.
So, yeah. Girl, Heavenly still screaming about the same thing. You ain't give us the money, Phaedra. Listen. Girl, it made me tired. I guess we'll discuss it further on Married to Medicine whenever I review it. But the last thing that I wanted to get into before I get out of here, y'all, Hallelujah. DJ Academics has been banned from Twitch and dropped by sponsors after what happened with that 15-year-old. Hold up. Hallelujah. I'm glad that they responded that way. I'm so glad that they responded that way, because to be honest, the shit that he was doing to me, first of all, so disgusting for you to be trying to like force some type of sexual situation onto a 15-year-old and to keep doing it and keep having that conversation over and over and over again. I did not like that shit, bro. To me, it felt like you probably do that all the time. And I feel like, how many women have you coerced in that exact same manner? People that do shit like that feel like they can just keep mentioning it, keep mentioning that type of shit. Yeah, you've done that before. I want to know who else you've done it with, but you absolutely do not need to be on any streaming platform where children can come into your stream if this is how you talk to children. Hold up. I can't stand gosh with these fucking ads. Okay, I was looking to see if they was going to put a clip of what he said yesterday, but we don't have to relive it, girl. We do not have to relive it. All I know is I'm glad that somebody did something, because that shit was completely out of pocket and disgusting, and it should not have gone unchecked. So once again, creepy ass nigga. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I gave y'all a nice long one, girl. 1,200 people in the room. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Share, subscribe. Don't forget about BondyBlue Bites, Reset by Design Wellness, Just Move Supplements. Love me, because I love you. All right, girl, I'm out of here.